Anthony Lyons.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I am pleased to present a report to you all this evening. And to begin with, I'd like to go on record with something. Back here on this back wall, there are pictures of 13 presidents. My wife and I have lived in Dodge City for more than 29 years, to more than 39 years. The decades are getting kind of fuzzy. I've known 10 of those presidents and served the last 8, and I've never lied to any of them, and I've never lied to President Woodburn. These trustees on the wall, I didn't count how many there are, but I think I have known all of them except for maybe 2. And I have never lied to any of them, and I've never lied to any of you. Having said that, I want to reiterate something, and that is that if Dodge City Community College ceases to exist, we will have to start over on the approval of all of our programs, academic and technical. Now, for most of those programs, that is not necessarily a critical issue because public institutions are considered to be deemed approved when they offer associate's degree programs. However, our flight program is not a deemed approved program, and it requires a special process for application. And I just want you to understand that I cannot get anyone in the VA to give me any idea of how long it would take if we had to start all over again in the process of getting our flight program approved. Now, having said that, I wanted to read to you an email message that I received from Pam Stevens, who is the new education officer in the Muskogee, Oklahoma VA region. Ms. Stevens is the one that I've been communicating with and pushing paper to for the last several months about the compliance review that we had in November of 2012. And although she experienced a death in her family recently, and although I learned this when I was in Atlanta last week and gave her my mobile number, she evidently didn't remember it. But this is what she said. This is dated December the 5th at 6:10 p.m. And it says, "Good afternoon, Mr. Lyons. I wanted to let you know that we will be reversing the actions taken due to the November 2012 compliance survey, as well as any resulting overpayments created due to these compliance survey adjustments. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we have worked toward resolution of this issue." And what this means is that, as you know, we have had debt letters from the VA amounting to just over $700,000 for nearly 2 years, resulting from a compliance review that took place more than 2 years ago. And the VA is going to reverse those debt letters that are associated with that over $700,000. In addition to that, there were overages that we billed the VA between the time of that compliance review and when the students associated with it completed their flight program. They owe us those charges, and according to this, they're going to pay us for those as well. I don't yet know exactly how much that is going to be, but it could be fairly considerable. And I probably shouldn't even speculate on how much that could be. But anyway, this is great news. I'm going to sleep a lot better. Probably see Glenn less, unless something else pops up.
I'm going to miss you.
You're going to miss me. Yeah, I know that. Then I wanted also to just briefly read from a document that I presented for President Woodburn as review, and then we presented this to the a Higher Learning Commission official who visited Scottsdale and Prescott and Camarillo. That was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it, Danny? About 2 weeks ago. Because he wanted to know what our vision was. So here it is. Vision for pilot training 2015 and beyond. We want to begin offering fixed-wing professional pilot training at Dodge City and Scottsdale in May of 2015. In the meantime, we intend to hire an academic coordinator for the Scottsdale location, and this was based on conversations that we had with this Higher Learning Commission official. And then we have to hire a student services specialist for Scottsdale who will be a VA certifying official there. Then we want to begin offering developmental educational courses in math and college writing in a face-to-face and blended type setting beginning in January of 2015, which of course that's the spring semester. We want to begin offering flight instruction pilot training program in Camarillo, California in January of 2015, and we are about this close as of today. And we'll need to hire a student services specialist there who will also act as a VA certifying official. And then we want to obtain Higher Learning Commission approval of Scottsdale as a branch campus during the spring and summer of 2015. And then begin offering the Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, and Associate of General Studies degrees there beginning in the fall of 2015. We want to begin offering pilot training to high school juniors and seniors at all locations in the fall of 2015. And Jackie Feist at Dodge City High School and I have been in discussions about this all through this fall, and they are going to allow high school juniors and seniors to begin taking pilot training here in Dodge City this fall. Next year, we're going to work on approval of an aviation airframe and power plant program, and then that'll give us helicopters, fixed-wing aircraft, and then the mechanics for all of it. And then we'll have pretty much the aviation industry tied up. Then we will plan to begin to offer that aviation airframe and power plant program in Dodge City, Scottsdale, and Camarillo in the fall of 2016. At our Camarillo location, we already have a rebuild facility there. These Robinson helicopters have to be completely rebuilt every 2,200 hours. That's every 2 or 3 months, or 2 or 3 years, the way we use them. And the factory can't keep up with them, so they asked us to open a rebuild facility, and we've got one there in the back of our offices there in Camarillo. And of course, when we offer the program there, that'll be part of their on-the-job training and their hands-on component. Then we want to begin offering Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, and Associate of General Studies degrees in Camarillo in the fall of 2017. I believe that there's, and there's a lot of people that agree with me, that there's actually more opportunity in Southern California than there is in the Phoenix, Arizona area. We will be, once we start operations there in January, we will be the only public institution that has a helicopter training program in the entire state of California. And so that'll give us a big advantage. So I just wanted to bring you up to date on what our vision is for this program. And then I wanted to report to you on the Track 7 grant as you all are probably aware, just a little over 3 years ago, we were notified that we had been awarded a Department of Labor grant in the amount of $4.1 million. And Danny and other people worked on this before I got involved in it. But anyway, that grant has allowed us to start our electrical technician, what is it? EP, it's changed so many times I can't remember. Our electrical power technician program. Okay, so these are people that climb the poles, okay? They repair the power lines and they construct power lines. I mean, they do it all. And we put 2 certificate programs together, and we produced a Associate of Applied Science degree, and we actually got word today that Dodge City Community College was cited in a national publication by the Department of Labor for the way that we reported what they call deliverables in this grant process. There are certain things we have to turn into the Department of Labor. And in the academic area related to syllabi, they showed our measurements as a way to do this. So I'm really proud of our Track 7 team. Now, there's another thing I want you to know for the record. We are in round 1 of this Department of Labor grant process, and this all came about under the Obama administration. And then there's been a round every year. And I think the grant that Washburn just got, the new one, is round 4, isn't it, Danny?
Yeah.
I believe it's round 4. We were supposed to be included in that grant because Washburn likes having us as a partner. We have produced. However, the leadership at Washburn backed out of that commitment to us when they found out about the discussion about the merger with Fort Hays State University. And we missed out on about, and they got the grant, they just got it. We missed out on about $2 million that we could have used for manufacturing, welding, industrial maintenance. And Don knows about our equipment and everything over there. We could use a couple of $1 million, and that really push us forward. Well, tomorrow I have an appointment with the grant management there at Washburn University, and I'm going to talk. I don't even know where the Department of Labor is, but if there's a round 5, I'm going to talk with them about including us in round 5 so that we can try to get some of that money to help us to beef up our technical education programs. You all, I'm sure, are aware technical education is expensive, and keeping the up-to-date equipment, technology, teaching methods, those kind of things is very expensive to do. We've got the know-how, but the bucks are difficult. So I wanted you to know about that, and that concludes my report unless anybody has a question or comment.
Is the Track 7 funding completed?
We're finishing out this year. It'll end on September 30th, the one that we're in now, of 2015. And then after that, we'll have some post-grant reporting responsibilities. But we've pretty much spent all of the money they're going to allow us to spend.
And the other grants you're referring to, Washburn writes and submits and
yes,
requests.
We're part of a consortium of 7 colleges. That's where the Track 7 comes from. And the Washburn University Grants Office manages the grant. And it really, when President Woodburn told me I was going to be doing this, I thought, oh man, I don't know. I've never done anything like this before, but this has been a great experience. Communicating and partnering with these other 7 colleges and being able to do the things we've done. I think if we can participate in another round and pick up a couple of $1 million, we ought to try to do it.
The primary grant writer, we're in, Liberal is one of, Garden City's one of the consortium colleges, and the primary grant writer is Dr. Swinder's sister, and she is one heck of a grant writer. That guy offered her a job out here, but they couldn't get her to come.
She's a great leader, too, I think.
Anthony, Senator Moran will be in Dodge City on the 17th at 4:30 at the High Plains Journal. I'll be there. I'll express our appreciation for his office.
He helped us tremendously.
That VA issue.
He helped us tremendously.
Sure did.
Anything else?
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
How serious is the loss because of the discussions? What do you see in that?
Well, in responding to that, I would just be giving you an opinion. I think there are probably things that we missed out on that we don't even know about. I don't know what. I can't tell you. But I know that participating in that new Department of Labor grant is one of them that I know about.
Seems to me in grant writing, applications, and funding, you win some, you lose some. Is that correct?
That's right.
And you keep going back. If you
That's right.
get one time, that doesn't automatically mean you're an in for it. Depends on the efficacy of the grant writer and how well it's presented and what they decide to fund. So,
But in this case, our consortium that we've been participating in did get around 4 grant funded that they wanted to include us in.
okay.
Thank you.